Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Wolfhound here, and before I get this video rolling for y'all, I just gotta say that I'm sorry for not uploading videos on a daily basis. I will get back into uploading videos on a daily basis, but for now, I'm gonna give y'all this video of how I lost my virginity back in middle school. It's gonna be a pretty good story, guys, I promise. So yeah, get your snacks, get whatever y'all wanna do, and sit tight, and I'm gonna let this story roll. So basically, once upon a time, I would say, it was back in middle school in the 8th grade, like the summer of, 8th grade going to 9th grade. I was just about to be a freshman in high school. And, when you're in middle school, that's when shit starts to change. Well, to me, in my hand. Because when I was in middle school, a lot of my friends, were going around, telling stories of, how they've been having sex and shit like that. And I, little virgin me was in the back like, well, yo, what the fuck is y'all talking about? So anyway, back to the story, guys. There was this one girl that I used to talk to in middle school. I don't know. I'll name her fucking Stacy, I guess. Anyway, so I'll call her Stacy. So basically, me and Stacy, we were like good friends. Like, she used to tell me her little stories with her boyfriend that I really did not really give a fuck about, and and I used to just sit there and just chill, So basically, her and her boyfriend broke up, and that's when she used to always come to me for help to try to get her back with her boyfriend. I was a cool friend back then, so I used to help her try to get back with her boyfriend, because I didn't really feel nothing towards her at that time. So basically, by me doing that, me and her started developing. Not like developing, we started getting closer together and shit like that. Not in a sexual way, but like in a friendly type way. And we used to always hang around each other in school and shit. But you know what that leads to. When you're in middle school, a lot of childish, they used to, think that we used to go out and shit like that, but we really didn't. But they used to think we did, and yeah, it was hectic. So basically, in class, there was one of my favorite teachers. I can't say his name. I don't want to put him all out and shit like that. But he basically used to see that me and Stacy used to always hang around with each other. So, him, yeah, he put us down with each other. Like, yes, I know it sounds kind of freaking weird, but I'm telling you, this story is 100% legit. A teacher put me down with her. So basically, by him doing that, me and her started, talking more. That's when, eventually we went out. So 6 months go by. Yeah, me and this girl been going out for like 6 months. But yeah, so 6 months go by, and it's towards the ending of the school year. Well, not all schools, but like my school, the school that I went to, my middle school, they gave us like a project towards the end of the school year that we need to work on together with a partner. And you don't choose your partners. The teacher automatically chooses your partners for you. And me and Stacy had science class together, right? And what a coincidence, the teacher chooses me and Stacy to, work together on this project that we had to do. It was, I can't remember what type of project we had to do. It was some dumb shit. But yeah, me and Stacy had to work. And the project that we had to do, you couldn't really like do it, in class, Yeah, so we was basically forced to do this project, in the library or at home. But I did not live next to a library at all. Like, the nearest library was like a couple miles away from me, and I'm not walking to no damn library just to do a damn project. So I told the girl to, come up from my house so we could work together, do the project. And my mom was not really, cool about that, because, my mom was young too. She know how the game works and shit. And, my mom is kind of, questionable about it. But, at the end of the day, when it's because of schoolwork, my mom will, do anything, will make me do anything if it's because of schoolwork, because my mom and dad is really tight about my school and shit like that. So basically, we had, I think, like 3 weeks to do the project, and it's the second week, and she still hasn't came over my house to do the project. And so I called her. I was like, yo, what's up? You coming over or not? And she was like, yeah, I guess I'll come over, to do the project with you. So eventually, she comes over my house, and, we were just chilling. My mom was at work, and my dad was downstairs, and my sister was not here. And my my other sister wasn't here, and like, you know, basically it was only me, her, and my dad at the house. So basically, you know, when she came over to my house, you know, she said hi to my dad, what's up, and then we continued to, you know, walk upstairs. And once we're upstairs, you know, I have my computer desk, and basically I only have like one chair in my room. And then that's when, you know, I had to get my little sauce in. So that's when I was like, hey, you know, we only got one chair, you might as well, you know, just sit on my lap. And that's when she was like, all right, fine. And so she was sitting on my lap, and, you know, we was actually doing a project. You know, the night before we were, you know, kind of talking about, you know, doing that stuff, but it wasn't really that major. So we was doing the project and whatever. And in my house, like, when someone is coming upstairs, you can like hear the floor creak a little bit. And, you know, obviously she didn't know that because, you know, she didn't live with me. Only I knew that. And then this bitch is on my lap, right? And we're doing the project, and I hear the floor creaking, and I'm like, oh shit, that's my old boy coming, that's my dad coming. So I was like, yo, get the fuck off me. I literally pushed this bitch off me, put her on my bed, and like as soon as she landed on my bed, that's when my dad opened the door, and then he just came in, and he was just staring, and then he was like, you know, in my house they call me Junior, and he was like, Junior, I'm gonna step out of the house for a minute, I'll be right back soon. And then that's when he left. And as soon as he closed that door, that's when me and at each other. And then we like, whoo, it's about to go down. So my dad leaves the house, right? And as soon as he leaves the house, you already know, we started, you know, we started kissing, you know, making out, you know, eventually, you know, leaning into, you know, what we trying to do. And then that's when eventually we go to the bed. And then when we're in the bed, you know, this is my first time. I don't know what the fuck am I doing right now. I mean, yeah, I watched a couple of porn videos before in my life, but I mean, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really know nothing what to do. So we was making out and shit, right? And then that's when she was like, oh, so you remember what we was talking about? Like, she just stopped out of nowhere. She was like, you remember what we was talking about, you know? You want to do it? And I was like, I mean, why not? You know, nobody's at the house. You know, we might as well. Then before this event happens, like the day before this, you know, y'all don't ever have like this one weird friend in your class that just does dumb shit? Well, yeah, I had this weird friend, and he, I don't know where out the blue, just brings a box of condoms to school. And that's when he was like, hey, dog, I need something. I'm here for y'all. He was just giving them away to anyone who needed. And I was like, he was like, bruh, you know, you want some, bruh? And I was like, I mean, I might as well. You know, you never know when the time gonna happen. So, of course, he gave me like 3. And then that's when, as soon as I got home, I hid them condoms right in the top shelf of my closet. I don't know. That was just the first hiding spot. So I just put it in the closet. So now back to the story. When we was in my bed making out, that's when she was like, oh, you know, you got any condoms? That's when I was like, yeah, hold up right now. So, you know, I get out the bed, you know, my hard dick slinging everywhere and shit. And then I got the condoms out. And then that's when I put the condoms on, and like, I don't know, it was really uncomfortable for me, cause like, I don't know, the condom was pretty tight on me, and you know, I wasn't feeling it, but I was like, you know what, whatever, let's go. So as soon as I put them condoms on my dick just went off of hard in like 1 second. Like, I'm right back on soft. I'm like, oh man, I did not plan for this to go like this. So we're just on the bed. I'm looking at her. She's looking at me with a soft dick in the scene, basically. And oh man, it was so embarrassing. So I had her, so I was like, hey man, you know, I'm having a little problem here, you know, you gotta help a nigga out. And that's what she was like, you know, alright, I got you. So then we just started kissing again, you know, making out until it actually surprisingly got right back up on hard. And then that's when she was like, oh, alright, you know, let's go. And like, this girl, like, she used to wear like tampons all the time. So like, the first time we did it, she didn't bleed. So yeah, just a reminder to get that out. And then that's when she was like, oh, put it in. But in my mind, I'm like, man, I don't even know where the fuck this coochie hole at, dog. I don't even know where to put it in. I don't know shit. So that's when I was like, hey, dog, you just put it in for me. I just laid it like that. That's when she put it in for me. And then basically telling you guys right now, I couldn't feel anything with that damn condom on. I was like, am I in yet? Cause like we was under the covers. And I was like, in my mind I'm like, man, what the fuck wrong with this bitch pussy? I can't feel shit. Like, I don't know, like, is it me or is it her? So that's when, you know, I'm getting it in for a while. I'm like, man, if I keep on doing this, my dick gonna get right back off of hard. So, you know, I had to take action. So I withdraw my dick from her, and then I was like, man, fuck it. I took the condom off, and I know I was playing with a big risk, but you know, I was young and dumb. I really didn't give a fuck. But now I realize that I should, you know, but like, you know, I didn't really give a fuck. I just wanted some pussy, okay? So that's when I took the condom off, and then that's when I went in, and then that's when I was like, it was the condom. And that's, it felt like way much better without the condom on. But anyway, we're going in, like, we're having sex. Like, this is my first time, and I'm going. I'm like, ooh. And I remember, like, I did some research prior to this, and like, I know that, like, usually guys, they nut around like 30 seconds, but me, we was doing it for at least like 10-15 minutes, and I didn't nut or nothing. I don't know, that's just me. And then that's when all of a sudden I hear that creaking noise again, and I'm like, oh fuck, my dad's back. And that's when we went in straight panic mode. We was like, oh, like, we literally, I got off of her, withdrawn, put my shit back in there. You know, right, my dick is still on hard, so you know I had to sit back down on the chair. So that's when I ran off the bed, went to go sat right back on the chair, and then like, this bitch is just sitting there. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Put your clothes on. And that's when she puts her clothes on. She takes her panties, puts it right back on, and that's when she sits down. I was like, no, I'll go by the printer, so I'm gonna act like I'm printing out the project, because we was already done with it. That's when she went right back and printed out the project. And that's when my dad came in, and like, I don't know, like, for some reason, sex have an odd smell to it. And my room was just smelling like sex. That's when my dad, he walked in the room, and that's when he looked, and he was like, what y'all was doing? I was like, oh, nothing, you know, we just finished the project. That's when I printed the paper, and I didn't want to get up, because, you know, my meat was still kind of on hard, and I didn't want my old boy to see none of that shit. So, she went to go get the paper, and that's when he was just like, alright, yeah, keep, and that's when he just left. And that's when I was like, whew, time for you to go. And anyway, we finished the project, and that's when she had to leave my house. So she got up, and then her sister was outside. She honked the horn, and then she left my house. And that is basically my story. I think we actually had like a C on the project. I don't know, it was dumb. We just guessed that whole shit, but we ended up having a C on that project. And I currently don't talk to Stacy no more. You know, we just went through problems, and I don't talk to her no more. Like, I found someone else, and you know, that's just how it is. And now I'm close to being graduating out of high school, and I was in middle school. So yeah, it's a pretty weird story. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's story time, I guess. Make sure y'all leave a like to this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily uploads. Alright, yo, I'm out. Peace. 1207 this bitch.